Alright, Shalom Yasharala. Before you go into this lesson, we give all honor, all glory, and all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakwadash. We get double honor to the apostles and prophets and the letter of James Campbell, known as Great Millstone, for the bring forward the 100% truth that I've been currently edified under. Shalom to the elect in the tabernacle of David. I am your brother Tazaria coming to you this lesson. I have two lessons on herbs, well, concerning glaucoma and concerning heavy metal cleanse. And I have two lessons, one concerning the light of the Gentiles, and the other one was concerned, I didn't have a name for it yet, but I guess I'll get a name during the lesson basically. But let's go into this one. We're doing heavy metals first, because an Akia Mirashalam asked me concerning that, and I feel as though I could shed some light into it, enough so that they could get the cleanse that they are looking for. So without further ado, let's get into the lesson. Sirach chapter 38 and verses 1, verses 4, Salah, main point. We start off with 1. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him, for Yahweh hath created him, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. Right? So by understanding the Heavenly Father has created what? Physicians, in other words, herbal doctors, to bring forth, or bush doctors as they want to call it, to bring forth that remedy to heal or to take away the pains and prolong one's life, right? So it would be wise that when we bring forth some information that you take it down. This is the point of the lesson, to provide remedies and to provide light as to what you could use, whether it be single herbs or an extended amount of herbs that could help you in the long run. So let's go into it. It says what? The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. Yahweh had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So we understand that the Heavenly Father created what? Medicine via herbs, via the uses of fruits and certain other natural compounds that he has created for our use to prolong one's life, as a form of medicine, so that it's best that we not abhor it, but accept it, right? Of course, somebody who is in this truth is not going to give it nothing that is unclean. Like myself, I'm never going to give anything unclean. That's why I don't recommend many of the capsules, because capsules are made with gelatin, which goes back into swine's slime, pig slime. That's what gelatin is made of. There's a percentage of gelatin in it on purpose, because there are different capsules, like CMOS gel capsules, like there's also this oh gosh, I forget the name of it, soya capsules, and there's also a cerealic capsule, which is a plant-based capsule, but they rather stick to gelatin. But let's not stray from the point. This is why when we give information, just take it down. It will help in the long run. Alright? So now, without further ado, let's get straight into the topic, which is what? Heavy metal. Let's type it in. Remember how I had a phrase a different way if you don't go that way? Yeah. No, I think my spelling was off. Heavy metal poisoning. This is it right here. Because it will give you herbs to remove it out of your body, basically. Right? So let's go down into some description. It says heavy metal poisoning is a disease of the whole body, the accumulation of heavy metal, and the consequent toxicity is heavy metal poisoning. It says most metals are toxic to the human body. We are not aware that we are ingesting heavy metals in small quantities every day. Some examples: when we cook in an aluminum pot, we inadvertently consume a little of metal. When we breathe fumes, I don't know why I was getting so problems to pronounce that word. Maybe I had to do a heavy metal cleanse too. I feel hard to do that. I hear that I put the with pronunciation, so I might as well. Anyways, when we breathe fumes or paint, we inhale lead. When we have an inlay in our teeth, we constantly consume mercury. Fertilizers contain cadmium. Fish contains mercury. Pesticide contains aluminum oxide. The list goes on. First problem, we do not know when we are taking in metals. Second, we do not know which metal causes the disease. Third, the list of metals is long. Wow, this is direct. Fourth, the list of disease is longer. Imagine that. Some of the metals or their compounds that we consume are lead, cadmium, mercury, aluminum, copper, arsenic, aluminum oxide, which is agricultural pesticide. Some of the disease cause are don't bother reading them, knowing them won't help. Okay, but still gonna read them through. Gout, nausea, vertigo, which is what do you call this? The dizziness, dizzy spells. It is called dizzy spell and trader, dizzy spells, but is when your equilibrium goes off balance and you begin to, I would say, you will begin to see the room turning or spinning, basically. So I try to explain it as best as I possibly can. But anyways, diarrhea, vomiting, anorexia, seizures, arthritis, constipation, kidney damage, birth defects, like I said, hyperactivity, muscle weakness. Imagine that. Mental retardation. This is, and anyways, let's continue. There was I'll just say it. There was a video as to where a child has received a heavy metal detox at small quantities, and after 3 months, the child was mentally retarded. After 3 months, they were back to normal. I saw a video on that, a nice long documentary. So it made me realize that many of these causes are due to what metals that attracts, because these heavy metals tend to attract. It's like a breeding ground for parasites, for those who don't know. Let's continue. Muscle weakness, mental retardation, thyroid dysfunction, learning difficulties, like I said, you see, cirrhosis of the liver, coordination, inability, metallic taste sensation, difficulty in concentration, thinking of prevention, forget it, not possible. Reducing the threat, yes, go for it. The way I like how they bring this out is, the way to go is to detox periodically. Detoxification of heavy metals is called chelation. Chelation, same thing. Chelation may be executed in many ways by the orthodox system of medicine, by food alone, or by herbs. For any method you choose, please consult a doctor, because all methods have side effects. If you choose herbs, the method of chelation is given below. I don't even see anyone below. Coconut oil I can understand, but I see the herbs. You see. Okay. I see it. Okay. I do see why the tomato. To detox heavy metals. For those who don't know, coriander seeds is actually very good. Let's go to the top. Coriander is very good. Chlorella is very good. Spirulina is here, which I have I would say a remedy for it already, but I want to browse it through the others first. Single herbs by itself, what you could use to cut with together, and what you could drink on a daily basis to remove the heavy metals from your body over a period of time, right? It's possible to remove majority, but you can't move all, because this world is very polluted. The air is polluted. With the environment, wherever you go is polluted, unless you get a chance to be living in a place like nature, then it's a lot better. But it's very polluted at the end of the day, so you can't get away if you live in a city, or even country areas, because there are vehicles passing, carbon monoxide, all these things are going to be taking place, so it's very hard to get rid of heavy metals. But let's go on. It says, well, the list, the combination which I know for sure is milk thistle, turmeric. These two. Burdock root. Number 3. I'm trying to keep that in my right. Is right. Milk thistle, turmeric, burdock root. Then we have, I believe is slippery M bark, or slippery L, yeah, slippery M bark. We have psyllium husk, those things that to grab or scrape, remove certain things. We have coriander seed. And there's two more. There's two more with it. I believe is, I try to remember the two. So like, bear with me. The two. I have it in my book quite in it. Anyways. Let me start over. Milk thistle. Oh, I don't remember. Right. Tawada. Shai. Milk thistle, turmeric, burdock root, blessed thistle. That's the point. Chaparral. That's the next point. Then we go into the psyllium husk, the slippery M. It says, and then the last one usually would be rhubarb root. These are the combinations which you could use to remove heavy metals. That's a literal, what I gave you there is the key or core part to removing heavy metals. There's also another way, which is I believe, let me see again. It's bentonite clay. Let's type in clay. There's another one. I think it's keratin. I'm trying to remember the spelling. There's two clays, but you can use bentonite clay. You can use bentonite clay with psyllium husk, and I believe it's bentonite clay, psyllium husk, and milk thistle. Those three by itself is another combination, but you add in a quarter teaspoon to 1 tablespoon, a quarter teaspoon of bentonite clay. No, yeah, quarter teaspoon of bentonite clay, 1 teaspoon of milk thistle, 1 teaspoon. There's another ingredient. Shellac, bear with me again. Bentonite clay number 1. All right, bentonite clay, milk thistle, slippery M, and clove. Right. So you're using bentonite clay, quarter teaspoon, clove, half teaspoon, milk thistle, 1 tablespoon, psyllium husk, slippery M, also 1 tablespoon. You mix that together and you make a drink with it, or if you could, you make a liquid with it. Try not to strain out the heavy parts. Leave it let it settle, but remove the herbs. Try to keep the bentonite clay inside. Remove the herbs. Ever so often you shake and you drink. You have to store it in your fridge. You shake and you drink. Nice. Now let's go into the next one. Rhubarb root by itself. I'm gonna read it for you one time. Rhubarb root is another great laxative. It also is used to tone the digestive tract, as well as flush heavy metals and toxins from the body, because it's known as an intracellular cleansing herb. This together, this just need one or by itself. You can add blessed thistle to it. Because blessed thistle is actually the assisting herb for the rhubarb root. For those who don't know, they both are cleanse heavy metal. They both remove acids. They both remove mucus. They both remove toxins from the body, and they are both intracellular cleansing herbs. So you add blessed thistle to rhubarb root. You can even add one more B, which is burdock root. And the last thing you can add is milk thistle. For by itself, it would be used to remove the heavy metals. Mind you, before taking a heavy metal detox, it is best to start with a parasite and blood cleanse, which you always bring out, which consists of wormwood, black walnut clove, chaparral, blessed thistle, it's already in there, blessed thistle, neem, fennel seed, and then you add either mullein, or you could add anything else you want to add to it. The original parasite detox. And you draw and you drink that for the next 7 days while staying away from flour, sugar, oil, rice, your veggies, your fruits. If for an exception, boiled egg, and that's it. Take care of exercise, half an hour a day or an hour a day, and that's about it. Do that every day, and make sure you eat at least twice a day, fruits and veggies only, with the exception boiled egg, water. All right. You continue to take this for the next 7 days. You realize you might see some flukeworms coming out in your feces. No problem. After that, then it will be time to start taking your heavy metal. Make it a common thing every 2 months to do that. Make it a common thing every 2 months to do that. The heavy metal detox would continue again. It would continue next 4 to 5 days after, if you may. It is not hard to draw. It is not hard to put together. 1 tablespoon of oil compound, which I just called, and you draw that. I would say you boil it for 5 minutes. You steep it for about simmer it at a low heat for about the next 15 minutes. Strain, and then you drink. Make sure it becomes almost room temperature. Hot, but not too hot to burn you when you're drinking it. And you begin drinking 1 cup a day. That mixture would do that for the next 4 days. No, 1 cup twice a day. So like, do that for the next 4 days, and you would see a major difference in your overall performance and body function. This is how you know that the heavy metals have been removed. All right. But by itself, rhubarb root is a very powerful herb by itself to remove heavy metals. My advice is I just normally add, you could add 3 Bs, you could play around with it. 3 Bs, not 3 Bs, 2 Bs, which is burdock root, blessed thistle, and rhubarb root, because all 3 cleanse heavy metals. You also have milk thistle, so you could add blessed thistle, you can add the thistle family, and rhubarb root. Blessed thistle, milk thistle, rhubarb root. What you could also do is blessed thistle, milk thistle, rhubarb root, and coriander seeds. Coriander seed powder or coriander powder. That's it. Put that together. You have nothing to worry about. Same way to prep it in others as well. Same way. You have nothing to worry about. All right. So this is the way to cleanse or to remove heavy metals from your body. It's usually you use a clean out, a detoxification, a whole body detox. You can also use, like I said, bentonite clay. Well, I believe it's keratin clay. If that's the next clay, I can't remember the name. I don't want to butcher that name, but it's a very important clay that you could use. 2/4 teaspoons, and you add milk thistle. You add slippery M and blessed thistle. You could also add turmeric to it if you want to make it even better, so you could enter your bloodstream even faster. And a pinch of black pepper in it, and you make that mixture, and you begin to drink on a daily basis. There's many multiple. I gave you 4, and I give you one single one that does the trick regardless of the situation. So this is what I know for sure this work. It has worked for me. It has worked for many people I've known. So I know for sure it has worked. So my advice, take the information down. I know at times I have to remember the herbs, but I got the recipe regardless. So get the recipe down, write it down, take notes. And if you at times when you have free time or even on a daily basis, it's not going to affect your bowel as other people would claim. The rhubarb root, yes, is another great laxative, but it's not going to flush you out like that with just as harsh as that if you're using it the right way. Only then it will flush you out if you're using it the right way. So when I add binders to it, it usually would remove the heavy metals by the binders itself. Alright, so I hope this information was clear. And this lesson was indeed edifying. As the scripture says, let me go back into it. Straight down to the bottom. I don't know why it's mentioned. Okay. Then give place a physician for Yahweh had created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. There's a time when in your hands there is good success. For they shall also pray unto Yahweh that they would prosper, that which they give for ease and for remedies to prolong life. So with that being said, this information is to help you prolong life, because what the Bible say, wisdom and knowledge shall be distributed at thy times. So let us use this remedy to help us in this current time that we are in. Understand? So, Shalom. I am Roberto Zariak saying to you Shalom until the next one. So, Shalom.